Do you struggle with an inconsistent short game? Or can you not get yourself out of trouble when you need it the most? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can save those scores and make sure that you have a nice consistent short game whenever you need to count on it. This is Nick Does Golf. Too many times do I see those shots. Chipping is all about being soft, gentle, having a great touch around the greens. You've got stuff such as your chip and run, your flop shot, you've got a normal chip shot. There's loads of different ways that you can get the ball close to that hole. It's just all about selecting the right ones. I'm going to let you in on my short game principles that are certainly going to help you out when you're out there on the course. So without further ado, let's jump in and take a look. So to kick things off, grip pressure, make sure it's nice and soft. You want to have as much feel as you can around the greens. So from here, we're a couple of yards off the green, uphill, and then you've got the flag in the middle. So you need to be nice and soft. You want to work out where you're going to be pitching the ball. I'm going to pitch it about this region here. Now, how do I get to that phase of pitching it exactly where I want it to? We need to work out what height the ball is going to come in. This is obviously going to determine how much run out we get. So do we need it high, medium or low? Now, because it's a straightforward shot, I'm going to stick it to my back foot so it can come in a little bit lower and release out towards the hole. So from here, the ball is directly in line with my back foot, which I will show you from this angle as well. The shaft is going to be pointing forwards, so ahead of my hands. This is so I can get the descending blow onto the ball. From there, you don't need to manipulate the actual shaft and the angle that it's pointing at. If you're really struggling, lift the heel of the club slightly up towards the sky. This is going to help you take a little bit of the bounce out of the bottom of the club and for you to get that perfect strike. But for this instance, I'm going to lay it flat, so make sure the club is flat on the ground. So you don't want it up, you don't want it too high, nice and neutral. Then from there, it's a nice gentle shot. So you're almost going to take it back in slow motion and gently accelerate through. You almost want to be seeing the name and the number on the ball. So let's give that a go. Just like that. So depending on the height that you want the ball to go in, it depends on where you are going to have it in your stance. So here is middle, that's for a medium flight. You've got your higher one, you're going to put it more towards your front foot, and if you want it to go in a little bit lower, towards your back. Now for that same shot that I'm going to play, I had it towards my back toe, shaft leaning forwards, nice and slow on the way back, and then we gently accelerate on the way through. Here we go again. So depending on the shot that you want to hit, you need to adapt your setup for that particular shot. So whether it's ball position, your hands and the angle of the shaft, you need to adjust this accordingly depending on what you are trying to achieve. Point number 2 is people are too active with their lower body. You need to keep this as quiet as you can so you can focus on your upper half, keeping and working together all the way through the shot. Your knees and your lower body and your hips don't really need to be active at all. So what I want you to do is almost keep that width between your knees from there. You're just going to let your top half turn for the length that you need to take it back and the way through. Obviously you are going to have a little bit of turn because your top half and your bottom half are connected, but I want you to keep that as quiet as you can. Try and hit the shot from that. Keep the principles all the same, so nice and slow, gently on the way through. So let's give that a go. So lower body nice and still. nice strike, nice flight as well, and a decent outcome. The last thing I want to touch on is your body weight. Where should it be? So no matter what shot that you are hitting, whether it's a low one, middle one or a high one, you need your body weight to be forwards. So think of it between 60 or 70% forwards. If you need it to be back, say the shaft needs to be back because you want to hit it a little bit higher, you're still going to lean forwards. This is so you can get that descending blow, the ball creeps up the club face and you can get the desired ball flight that you want to hit. You cannot possibly hit a good strike with a chip shot if you're onto your back foot. So forwards, say if you want to hit a high one, we're going to open the face a little bit, we're still going to stay forwards, keep that body weight forwards from there. We're going to maintain that as we go through because we've got a longer swing as well with this, and go from there. And in. Yes. So you could hear how crisp that shot was. It just grazed the grass on the way through. The club returned to where it was when it was at address, and I could go through, keeping the lower body nice and still, letting the upper body turn towards the target from there. Tell you what, very rarely does it happen that you hole a shot when you're demonstrating. Here it is, have a look. There we go, right in the bottom of the cup. Lovely shot. But anyway, they are my short game principles which I focus on every time I'm in practice or out on the course. It's important to practice this and get it up to a level where you can maintain it and be consistent. By all means, implement that into your own game. I'm sure you'll see a massive difference when you're around the greens out on the course. It's okay, feel free to thank me whenever you like. If that has helped you, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that like button for me. Also, make sure you drop us a comment. Let me know if it has made a difference to your short game, if you've improved drastically or just a little bit. Let me know if any of the tips that I've given here have helped you along the way. If you are new here and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below for me. Support me on my golfing journey as I go through the YouTubing world. Don't forget, hit that bell also to get those notifications every time I upload a new video. It could be tips, advice, reviews, challenges, anything at all to do with golf. So keep your eyes peeled. Of course, I have social media, so make sure you follow me at NickDoesGolf on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok to keep up to date with everything that I'm doing on a daily and a weekly basis. That was my short game principles. Thanks very much for watching guys, and see you all very soon.